So let's talk about a little known way that you can make a solid living, working from home in your pajamas if you will, and be trained to do so completely for free in a matter of weeks, potentially even less time if you're really diligent about going through all the training as quickly as possible, and this is with Google certifications. So let's talk about how this works and how you can make upwards of $100 per hour by doing this short training and then selling your skills and how you can make this happen. Before we go to the video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any brand new videos. So starting off, what is Google certifications? So Google certifications are free courses teaching marketable skills on Google platforms, and this includes everything from Google Ads, Google Ad Manager, Google My Business, Google Marketing, YouTube, Waze ads, tons of things like that are all broken down into smaller and more specific topics that you can get certified on each individual topic and then sell your service to business owners. And all you need to do is click Get Started here, and it brings up a page of the various certifications that you can get. Now, the most marketable ones, the ones that you can make the most money on, generally are the Google Ads, Google Marketing Platform, the Analytics Academy, Google Ad Manager, and Google My Business, and I would especially focus on the Ad Manager, My Business, and Google Ads. So, going into Google Ads, each and every one of these has their own certifications. So if we just click onto Google Ads certifications here, we can see that there's different certificates for each and every different skill type. Google Ads Display Certification, Google Ads Search, Google Ads Measurement Certification, Video Ads, so all sorts of different topics that you can learn about and be certified on and then sell your service as a certified professional. So just clicking into this top one here, we can see Google Ads Display Certification. All you have to do in order to get your certificate in this is go through these 6 different courses, and then you'll do a knowledge assessment and you'll just take a test and you're good to go. So this one is 1.3 hours and you get that certificate after you take the test, and you can literally do that for each and every one of these to become fully certified. So there's a few different methods that you can do here. First, you can do something like becoming completely certified in Google Ads, which means going through all the various courses here, several hours to go through everything to become certified in all things Google Ads. Now, some people who are especially ambitious may want to go through all of the different Google products and become certified in literally everything. That way, you can be like a one-stop shop for all things Google services, and the reason that this works is because small businesses are willing to hire people to do this. Now, I'm a perfect example of that. I own a small business, I want a moving and storage business, and I don't want to learn Google Ads. I don't want to learn Google My Business, so what I did years ago, I hired someone to set up my Google Ads, and the reason I did that, because I looked at that as a skill that would take me quite a bit of time to do. But that's not the main focus of my business, so I was willing to hire someone to do that, and I paid them several $100s to do it, set everything up, and then they took a look at it on a monthly basis and tweaked things as needed. The point is, I was personally willing to pay that, and I'm not the only business owner like this, especially older business owners who are realizing, okay, these things are becoming more and more relevant, I gotta get into Google Ads, I gotta get into Google My Business, and understand how all of this works. Now, they're willing to pay for that because they know that there's a return on investment here. So, it's a very easy sell as a solo operator, as a freelancer, to sell something that's gonna automatically make someone more money, save them money, and save them time. It's a very easy sell, and businesses are willing to do this. So, taking a look at the Google site where you can make this happen, this is on skillshop.withgoogle.com. So, let's talk about how much you can actually make doing this. So, first off, this is a freelancer site called Fiverr. It's a very popular site, and I'm sure you've heard about it before. So, I just searched Google Ads Manager here. Now, I did notice on Fiverr you don't make quite as much as some other sites, but I wanted to highlight this just as a potential option. So on Google Ads Manager, we can see that there's prices ranging all over the board for varying services, and if we search Google My Business, this one is the same case and you don't see very high prices here. But there's something that I want to highlight, because you can actually become a Fiverr Pro. Basically, a Fiverr Pro is a verified professional on the Fiverr platform, and this gives you a tag and allows you to charge much more than all of these basic listings. Like someone who's willing to just charge 10 to 30 bucks or something like that, that's not worth doing. So if we filter this by pro services, which you'd have to build up a little bit of a resume and then apply for, like the pro certification, you can see the prices jump up dramatically for what people are charging for these kinds of things. So again, this was Google Ads Manager. If we go to Google My Business and check pro services only, we can see the prices jump up dramatically. Now, the cheaper ones in this case, like 100 bucks, really is just like a cursory overview, and then some of these, the other ones, $250, some of them are up to $1,000. They could be larger products or recurring services. Now, something that's very beneficial with the Google Ads especially is you can sell a monthly service. So many businesses, they're going to want you to keep an eye on their Google Ads on a consistent basis. So what that means is you can pick up multiple clients who are paying you something like $100 to $500 a month to manage their ads, and then you're just building up a customer base, and it doesn't take many customers to earn thousands of dollars per month with that. I mean, let's say you have 20 customers paying you $200 per month. That's $4,000 per month just to deal with 20 people and their Google Ads, and that's something that doesn't need a whole lot of tweaking. Basically, once it's set, it's set. You'll just make some small tweaks if they change something in their marketing or something like that. So there's a ton of money to be made there with the recurring clients, and that's something that I would personally really focus on if you're interested in this. Now, if we go to peopleperhour.com, the site I found offers a little bit higher paying gigs. So if we go into Google Ads Manager, these are listings offered. We can see the prices here. Fixed price, 408 bucks, 10,000 bucks. These are for basic audits, and these are urgent. That's why they pay you a lot to just work with them instantly. So for audits, here's one. $88, $47 per hour, $5,000, $1,200. Now, what I found is a lot of people will become an expert in one area, so you might become a Google Ads Manager and then notice for whatever reason, I'm getting a ton of pizza shops, and then you can slowly become the pizza shop ad manager, and you can reach out to other pizza shops and say, hey, I operate my business with 30 different pizza shops. We see these results and it's much easier to sell, but there's a million different ways that you can do this and kind of grow your online business here. And then if we go to Google My Business projects here on People Per Hour, this is where it gets even more exciting. You can see fixed prices much higher to set up businesses. Google My Business page, you search a business, and it's on the sidebar there that gives some basic information, some pictures, things like that. So you get better and better at the SEO there, and of course this is something that's of high value to businesses. So we can see fixed prices all across the board, from small services. I'm in need of some business name ideas. I mean, that's easy enough. I almost want to do that for 68 bucks. Marketing a startup business for $1,900. All across the board, there's tons of money to be made here. There are 30 million small businesses in the United States, and a large majority of them are not experts in these kinds of things, and that's why there's money to be made here. So just in summary, these are the different kinds of certifications that you can get. I would personally focus most on Google Ads, Google Ad Manager, and Google My Business. Those seem to be the most marketable ones that people are willing to pay for the most. Now, there are other reasons why you might want to go through these trainings, just besides the fact that you can make good money by doing so. First off is just general knowledge. Even if you went through this training, you didn't end up selling it as a skill, you'll understand how these systems work, and we can all pretty much assume that Google isn't going anywhere anytime soon, and understanding how their systems work is a great thing to do. Even if you're just a small business owner, you may want to consider going through these trainings if you don't want to hire someone to do all of this for you. Second, of course, is just high demand skills. Like I mentioned earlier, there are millions of small businesses who are willing to hire this kind of stuff out. And the third is the value of just an online business where you can work anywhere, you can have your kids at home, you can do other things in between. You can have a more flexible schedule, and it's definitely awesome to be able to work from your computer. Now, let's talk downsides with this as well, because of course, there's always downsides to everything. The largest downsides with these courses is they don't actually provide opportunities to dive deep into applying these skills. They mostly focus on the general details of the content and how the systems work, but it's not exactly real-world experience or even have to do some projects before you actually understand the real-world experience and get better at being creative and problem-solving here. And second, it adds to your resume, but it isn't the same thing as a degree. So I wanted to highlight this, yes, it looks good on a resume. Even if you're applying for a job somewhere, it looks good to be certified here, but it's not as good as a 4-year degree. So you just want to be realistic about the expectations of having that on your resume, which isn't really an issue, but it's just of course something that I wanted to highlight. So with that said, I think that this is an extremely exciting area to navigate down to if you're thinking if you're just sitting and wondering, hey, what should I do? I want to work from the computer. What exactly should I do? It's always good to sell a service that's in demand. Doesn't matter if there's competition. That just means that there's a lot of people willing to pay for this service, and hey, why not try something where you can make upwards of $100 to $120 per hour at home in your PJs with the sparkling water at your side? Doesn't sound too bad to me. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this, make sure you like this video and subscribe for other useful tips on how to make more money, news that make you more money, everything you need to know regarding finance. Make sure you're subscribed, turn on the notification bell, and I'll have a relevant link down in the description for what we talked about during this video. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.